Chalk art is becoming a more and more popular form of advertising. If you go downtown, around coffee shops, bars, restaurants, you'll see chalk art typically on chalkboards inside or around the premises. This provides a flexible, changeable advertising to attract customers to the site. Our goal is to automate the system so the user can supply an image and have it automatically printed out in chalk. Good morning, I'm Andrew Cruz, and I'm joined by my teammates
Jake Morales,
Arslan Go.
Lance Gazohio.
So our goal for this project is to have a chalk art printer. The user will supply an image to this. It'll be then converted into a format that can be printed, that our chalk printer will be able to handle to provide advertising in and around a business. We don't really see this as a consumer product so much as a product that a advertising or marketing agency would sell chalk art to a business who may want it around their facility or inside to attract customers. So our main process for, you can see right here is our a prototype or image of what we expect a chalk art printer to look like. The main pieces that it holds are our control board, which will be an Arduino Uno. We'll have a shield attached to it that controls the motors, the stepper motors, and then the aluminum frame and a battery pack. We see it as a lightweight. It should be lightweight and battery operated, so it can be moved from location to location and can provide art in the surrounding area. So the process for generating this, we'll start by taking an image and then manually tracing it in a software package called Inkscape. Then that way we can simplify the image to have something that can reliably be printed with that, because we have to make sure that no details in our image is smaller than the chalk that we're using to draw with.
Did you say manually trace it?
So if we could hold questions until. So then we take that image, it's converted into code for the 3D printer, or for our chalk art printer, which will be similar to like a 3D printer or CNC machine. The Arduino sends the commands to the stepper motors, and then it draws out the image. So our goal is to have this working by the end of next December, and hopefully when you're coming up here next December to judge our Senior Design 2, you'll see art directing you to our booth outside. Thank you. We can open up the questions now.
Okay, so I thought I heard you say manually trace. If someone has manually traced it, then a certain level of artistic ability is present, then, correct?
Well, for the scope of our project, we're going to be relying on simplifying the image manually in the software. It's pretty easy to use. I'm an extremely artistic person, and I'm able to use it to simplify an image. But the goal is to reduce it and then reduce the skill required, and then we can provide a more consistent product, provide the same art output over and over again.
Anticipating issues with chalk.
Yeah, that's our
breaking and things like that.
That's our main concern right now. So we're looking at several options, some of which include instead of traditional chalk, using the chalk pens instead, where it's more of a liquid that flows instead of a grinding process.
Then it's going to have to make 7 passes across a design to get all the color in there?
Well, that'll depend on the number of colors. Yes, that's right. We'll break out the image into several different colors, and in between, once one color is finished printing, it'll go back to its start point, and then the user will swap out the
Any way to think
chalk.
about using just basic colors and combining them in different color codes or something?
That's something that we could certainly look at in the future, but we're trying to constrain it to something that we'll be able to draw next December.
The biggest, sorry.
Oh, you can go ahead.
The biggest concern I see is that you don't have any feedback, and I think that's kind of what a lot of people were questioning is chalk. So you don't know
Yeah.
whether it's actually drawing the line that you expect it to. That's dependent on pressure, and you've got nothing in the system that would at least give you either a camera or something, or even something small at the point of contact so that you know that you're drawing the line that you expect to.
Yeah, so to cover that point, we're gonna either go the route of the tension on the chalk itself to know when the stepper motor should increase more of the pressure to the floor, and also the other option is laser driven, so it could detect once it has left the surface and there's an open, then it knows to push down more, and that could happen really fast.
Right. Let's thank
Thank you.